I'm going to show you how to play Sweet Symphony by the Verve. It's also partially written by the Rolling Stones. So this is an easy song, a little 4-chord song. If you don't know bar chords, this is an easy bar chord to get started with. I think the intro is a little bit harder than the rest of the song, but if you want to skip through that and play the chords and sing along and play the simple little riff that goes with it, let's go ahead and do that. So let's get started. Okay, so to get started, we're going to have these strange little chord shapes here, and they do this twice, and then it kicks in with a little bit different. So the song's really has a symphony in it, hence the name. So we're going to emulate that. Okay, so to do that, we're going to play, and it's basically E minor, or just E, sorry, I shouldn't say E minor, it's just E. It's like an E chord. And then a B minor chord with a 7. It's a part of a D chord. And then an A. And so here's how we do this. We're going to play 7 with our first finger, 7th fret on the A string. And then these two fingers, our third finger and our little finger, are going to play the B string and the G string on the 9th fret. And now I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to use my thumb and my 2 fingers here, and we're going to pull those. Just like that. Just on the ones that we have our fingers on. Next one, I'm going to play 7 up on top and 7 on the G string, on the E string and G string. So I'm basically just going to make a bar. That's the easiest way to do that. And then my little finger is going to play 10 on the B string. So I'm going to pick with my thumb, I'm going to pick the E string, and then these 2 fingers are going to pick the G string and B string. So far we have. Now the next one is, you can either leave that little finger there on 10, you have to play it anyway, and then you're going to play the 9th fret on the G string, and you're going to play the open D string. So you're going to play D, G, and B. Now here's the quick, easy transition. You just move your thumb up to the A string and play the same 2 strings down there. So we have. So next is the little symphony riff. And it's kind of a fun one to play. So it's 1. So what happens is there's a little slight half rest. Don't start on beat 1 or else you'll be totally off. So it's kind of like a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, da da da. Okay, so 1 and 2. So the and 2 is where you're really going to play. And you're going to take your middle finger and you're going to play 13, and your first finger can play 12, and this is on the B string on 12, and 13 on the G string. And so I'm going to start, and I'm going to go G, B, these 2 strings. So I'm going to go G string, B string, so down, up, down, up, down, okay? Now I'm going to take that same shape, and I'm just going to drop it down to 10 and 11. And I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to start with the B, and then G, and then B. So it's reverse. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now my fingers are right here, so I'm going to take my first finger, I'm going to just make it flat right there on the 10th fret. And this one, I'm going to go E string, B string, E string. 10, 10, 10 on the E string. You're going to start E string, B string, E string. Switch, 9 and then 10. 9 on E and 10 on B. Basically the same thing. So what we have with that is, so it's like 3, 4, 1. Okay. Now let's go into the chords, and it's basically the same thing the whole time during the song. So, except for the beginning, you have E, B minor 7, but you bar there on the 2nd fret, make like an A minor shape chord. Take out your middle finger or your little finger. There's your B minor 7, and D sus2. That means we're going to take out our middle finger, so we have an open E string, and then A. Now these are beginner chords. You should be able to find any chord chart anywhere on the internet to really pull these out of. So let's start with our E, our B minor 7, our D2, D sus2 I should say, and then A. So if we just strum these twice each, we'll get them. So you hear a little da-da at the very end of what I'm doing. Down, 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 up. Just a quick down, up. You don't have to do that. I find that it gives me a little more rhythm if I do. Makes it more interesting. Now if we just did it straight. Now if we added that in there, now the other part of the song is instead of the D, they do an A sus. So we're going to come over here and play your A. You can either hold it down with one finger or you do the 3 fingers on top of each other like a lot of people do. And what you're going to do is you're going to play this D note right here. It's the 3rd fret on the B string with your little finger. And then you just go resolve down to A for the other two. It's like so all together. Minor 7, A sus, down to A. And you just repeat that about a bazillion times and you pretty much have that whole song. Kind of a fun one just to sing along to and play along to. And it's relatively easy. It's a 4-chord song that you should be able to do. And if you don't know these bar chords very well, this would be a good one just to practice with. Alright, hope to see you next time.